At this point, it's clear that the situation is evolving quickly. The ongoing Israeli assault on Iran seems to be in progress, according to a senior official. This strike was meant to send a signal of deterrence to Iran, with prior communication with the United States as the region braces for what may unfold next. So far, there have been reports of multiple explosions in and around Tehran, as well as in northern Iran. While the exact targets haven't been fully revealed, some were reportedly removed from the list due to pressure from the U.S. There have been intense discussions between Israeli leadership in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem and their American counterparts. The aim is to figure out how to keep Iran in check without plunging the region into a wider conflict. An Israeli official noted that a response from Iran is expected following the strikes tonight, though its nature remains uncertain. As a precaution, Israel's air defenses, including the Arrow 2 and 3 systems, are on high alert to defend crucial targets across the country. Iran has shown it has the capacity to launch ballistic missiles toward Israel, as it did earlier this month when 180 missiles were fired. In recent weeks, it was never a matter of if Israel would respond to the missile attacks, but rather when and where Iran's launch of 180 ballistic missiles earlier this month, crossing a red line in Israel's view, triggered these developments. Israeli leaders, from high-ranking army generals to Defense Minister Yoav Gallant and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, made it clear that they needed to restore deterrence, which is what the ongoing strikes aim to achieve. There has been some concern that a U.S. leak earlier in the week might have jeopardized Israeli preparations, but it did not impact Israel's timeline for the attack. Communication between Israel and the U.S. has been constant, but officials are keen not to give the impression that the U.S. is directly involved, even though intelligence sharing may be happening behind the scenes. The U.S. has also played a role in helping Israel prepare for potential Iranian retaliation, including deploying the THAAD anti-ballistic missile system to Israel. Alongside the strikes on Iran, Israel is also dealing with Iranian-backed groups like Hamas and Islamic Jihad in Gaza and Hezbollah, Iran's largest proxy in southern Lebanon. Earlier this month, Iran's missile barrage was reportedly in response to the death of key proxy figures, including Hassan Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, and Ismail Haniyeh, the head of Hamas. The death of these leaders has escalated tensions further, especially after one was killed in Tehran, which was seen as an embarrassment for Iran. This month's missile attack was a joint response from Iran, launching 180 ballistic missiles. Many of them reached Israel, and despite efforts to intercept, several hit their targets, including military bases. This was seen as crossing a significant line, and Israeli officials, in recent briefings, stated that it wasn't a matter of if Israel would retaliate, but when and where. As of tonight, Israel is indeed targeting Iran, with reports of explosions around Tehran and northern areas. Iranian state media has confirmed these explosions, indicating that the Israeli attack has begun.
In response to months of continuous attacks from the regime in Iran against the State of Israel, right now, the Israel Defense Forces is conducting precise strikes on military targets in Iran. The regime in Iran and its proxies in the region have been relentlessly attacking Israel since October 7th on 7 fronts, including direct attacks from Iranian soil. Like every other sovereign country in the world, the State of Israel has the right and the duty to respond. Our defensive and offensive capabilities are fully mobilized. We will do whatever necessary to defend the State of Israel and the people of Israel.